So the most anticipated DLC pack, the Pat McAfee. I'm sorry, I couldn't even say that with a straight face. So the Pat McAfee and Friends pack finally touched down despite some delays and some issues with the PS5. And to no one's surprise, the reception was very lukewarm. And by lukewarm, I mean extremely negative. And the WGC had no issue with letting 2K know exactly how they felt. But this DLC really made me think, is this really all 2K's fault? Because if we're being realistic, how much say so do they really have when it comes to roster decisions? Even though I don't agree with it, I can somewhat see them being tone deaf when it comes to a VC driven mode like my faction. But deciding to give us a DLC pack where a majority of the guys never even seen the inside of a wrestling ring, that's like Hall of Fame level tone deaf. Especially when there are much, much better options available. And we need to look no further than the crazy exclusions from the NXT roster. Even if we try to put a positive spin on this and just look at it as a glorified new moves pack, they still could have at least put people in that have actually been a part of a WWE event. I would have rather taken a Logan Paul pack that included Jake Paul, KSI, and I Show Speed. Guys like Snoop Dogg, Lawrence Taylor, Pete Rose. I would have even taken a Next Makers pack over what we actually got. Bottom line is, I don't know who we should blame for this pack. I mean, is it WWE themselves? Is it 2K? Is it a mixture of both? But I think one thing that we all can agree on is this definitely exposes the dissonance between 2K and its fan base. And while we're on the subject of dissonance, I want to take this time to pose a much deeper question. One that goes beyond the realm of 2K games and speaks more so to the current landscape of wrestling games as a whole. Given that the most current offerings that we have is WWE 2K24 and AEW Fight Forever, I'm going to use these two as an example because I noticed both of these games committed a very similar disservice to their respective fan bases. In their own way, these games have treated professional wrestling as if it's not good enough to stand on its own. And I don't understand that. Whether it be unwanted mini games and battle royal modes, or a VC driven card collecting mode and fighting game features that have no business being in a professional wrestling game, why do both of these dev teams feel like professional wrestling needs a gimmick? The irony alone in this statement is wild, but that doesn't make it any less true. It's not all elite Mario Party or all elite Fortnite, it's all elite wrestling. And 2K games, why are we sacrificing real wrestling for fighting game features? And you notice how no other major sports titles are asked to do this, especially not those that fall more so on the simulation side. They're never asked to go outside of their genre or be something that they're not. Even if you take a look at Madden, Madden has many games in it, but they're all football based. Same goes for WWE 2K's distant cousin across the pond, NBA 2K. You don't see them including some weird rear naked choke minigame for Draymond Green or some out of place boxing elements that allow you to punch your own teammates. Nor do they exclude fundamental rules or necessary features within a basketball game. Shot clock violations, illegal defense, fouls are all present, along with the ability to shoot, dribble, and play defense. But WWE 2K, on the other hand, are missing legitimate match rules such as a 5 count, whether it be for illegal moves or failure to rope break, double countouts for when both men are down in the ring. And this is all on top of missing several basic gameplay features like being able to crawl to the ropes during submissions, real rope breaks, a realistic selling system, weapon physics, meaningful heel face mechanics, chain wrestling, test of strength, quick grapples, and other basic grapple functions such as being able to transition from a front to a back grapple from a collar and elbow tie up, and many more. And the sad thing is, this only includes just the basic stuff. We're not even going to get into like the different match types that are desperately in need of some upgrades. With several other wrestling games on the horizon, such as Ultra Pro, Neckbreaker, and eventually the Wrestling Code, I hope at least, along with 2K's annual offering, my question is which one of these dev teams are going to step up and give us a legit pro wrestling game? No gimmicks, no co stars, no fillers, just legit professional wrestling. WGC, chime in down below and leave a comment and let me know who do you guys think is going to be the first one to make us say, this is wrestling. As always, thank y'all for watching, and I appreciate y'all giving me a piece of your time. We made it, baby. We finally made it to 1K. Appreciate it, man. I cannot thank y'all enough for that. It's a dope milestone, but it's definitely one I don't plan on stopping at. So if you have not subscribed already, go ahead and do that for your boy, man. I really appreciate it. If you rock with the content, share, hit that thumbs up. Love y'all. God bless. And remember to always try to be a blessing to somebody. Yay.